Well, this plate final about to get underway here. It's the Northern Territory Mosquito in those beautiful colours up against the Australian development team in the normal Australian colours. And Mosquitoes kick off. $6,000 up for grabs here. Good run first up by the Australian development team, pushing forward there. Lachlan Anderson goes back with the pass. Gave it out to Kennewell, out a little further. They can run forward here. Out up towards the halfway line. Mosquitoes get across in a hurry. Hold it up. But possession still with the development side. They can get the breakaway here. These big, strong players just bursting through past these Mosquitoes. And Mosquitoes now to clean up and bring it back into the middle of the ground. It was a pretty good pass worked in there. It was Oakley. So the Mosquitoes have some players from other parts of Australia playing for them, but it's the development squad with the ball now. Ball comes out wide, straight out here to Dawada. Nowhere to go, caught in the tackle, goes down. Gee, it's opened at a frenzied pace, hasn't it?
Oh, this is going to be a great game. Yeah, I've watched both of these teams over the weekend, and yeah, they've got quality players, and it's just going to be a fantastic match played at a hectic pace.
Brody Lieber, he's going to run hard. He's big and strong, and he goes straight through them and straight underneath the post and scores the first try.
It is intimidating when you've got players of that size that actually can step off the right foot and then accelerate before you know it, the score underneath the post. You know, the defence was there, but just the in and away from a big man. Hard to stop.
And the conversion will come. So early on, they go out to a 7-0 lead, and they just look the goods at the moment. They look as though they've come to play. They're going to be hard to beat tonight, Mark Allen.
Well, they will be hard to beat, but the Mozzies have also got a team full of talent. What I think Australia have got is because they're in a development squad, they've probably trained a lot harder, and, you know, they work on their speed. Yep. They do all the right things where the Mozzies just want to play and enjoy their rugby.
Restart kick. Aussies underneath it. You'd think the Aussies be much better in these conditions. They try to run away with it there. That's Butcher, but the referee's blowing the whistle.
Yeah, I think you would. You know, they're used to their conditions, but it's like everything. You've only got 14 minutes. You know, you've got 7 minutes and a half. And if you don't touch the ball, which the Mozzies have had probably less of the ball in this first half than the Australian development team, you can't build up continuity or momentum, and that's what you need the football for.
Mozzies had a tough semi-final beat to Brisbane, Fiji. 19-14, had to work very hard to do it. They've had quite a spell since then. They've had a torrid couple of days here at the Rugby Sevens in Darwin. It's going to be a Mozzie ball. It is, a little tap. And now they're going to run it out wide here. Can they stretch them? They should come out wide. They're not going to do that. Held up in the middle. Big push. Clean up. The flick came back. Some good work there by men. They're not up to the halfway mark yet, the Mozzies. Butcher was terrific when we saw him last time, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's fast and exciting player. So he's going to play a big role in this game.
I wonder if they'll give him that much latitude here tonight. It's the final. Everything is on the line. Mozzie's controlling it pretty well, though. They're up the halfway now. They've a 7-point deficit already. Pass back there through Hood. Now Hood comes from Sydney Uni, and with big raps on him too, Matty Hood. But they've lost it. An Australian development now on the run. Big and strong again, powering forward. Extra numbers out here. Dropped it, knocked it back. No, they didn't. It went forward. Just got in each other's way there a bit, Mark.
Well, they did, and that's, I guess, why they're a development side. You know, good sides don't make those basic mistakes. They were probably a little bit blasé, just expecting the ball to come out in front. It didn't. You know, as I said before, you know, you need to build momentum. You need to retain possession, and you know, when you've got a simple pass, you don't make those type of mistakes.
Aussies have the feed into this scrum. They want to clean this out in a hurry. Now they'll go long and wide. Stand and waiting. Oh, the wraparound was pretty good. That was a rehearsed move. I saw them doing that a little earlier on when they were getting ready for this match. And it worked pretty well for them there. They still can't get out of their own half because this defence is just swarming, isn't it?
Well, I think, like I was saying to a couple of the girls' game, you've got to actually mix it up. If just throwing the ball along the line is not getting you the results you want, you have to change angles. You know, do a wraparound or a loop and just break it up rather than just going through the same routine.
As that old saying in sport is, the biggest risk is no risk at all.
That's exactly right.
You've just got to take. Here they split them up the middle. This is better from them.
That's
Mozzie's
better.
on the charge, and then they knock it forward. It's a promising move. Clean up here, run forward the Australian development side, over towards the corner. The slip got him around the defender, and he's going to go all the way. Wow, that came out of nothing, but a great try in the end, and we're seeing a very good side at the moment.
Yeah, Quinn picked that ball up out of nowhere. You did right. It just, yeah, we had 2 or 3 people in front of him, but just put on the gas. Just have a look at it. Look, he picked that up off his toes and basically just backed himself. Oh, he almost fell over there, but obviously Matty Hood was in the wrong position to stop him.
He wrong-footed him, did he?
He did wrong. I think they both wrong-footed each other.
Just on the slip. So the conversion, not beyond them. He struck that pretty well. That's a great kick. Wow, they've come to play tonight.
Finally, we've seen some great goal kicks.
So 14-0, 2 tries and 2 conversions to this Australian development team. Playing terrific rugby here tonight.
They are. They're controlling the game, and the Mozzies have got to get back in this game. They've got to try and put 7 points on the board before half-time.
Now the kick just gets outside the 10. And a referee's signal. What a knock on there.
Yep, Mozzies put in.
Well, they haven't been past halfway yet, I don't think, Mark, and we've played just about the whole first half.
Yeah, well, it indicates, I guess, the supremacy that the development side is showing at this stage. Obviously, they've spent a lot of time and playing together, so you would expect that. But, yeah, the Mozzies have got a lot of natural talent, and they've just got to get their guys to do it.
Here's the break for them. This is Butcher, who did it so well, got it out wide. Hard chase there. This is Kamini. Leaves it behind. There's a little knock on there. As we tick down to half-time, the lead is 14-0, the development side, showing their real talent here tonight. Good crowd on hand. It rained earlier on. It rained just a short time ago, so conditions pretty tough out there. Mark, slippery conditions.
It is, and that's very awkward to play in these type of conditions because you want to run the ball, you want to chance your arm, but you've got to actually back away a little bit because you don't want to lose possession at the same time.
Australia with the ball and got it cleanly out too. It was well done. McNamara with the long pass out towards Kennewell, goes to ground over the top of the ball. Now the long pass. Mosquitoes in danger time right now. Anderson goes down out wide. There's a chance here to run. This is Mitchell. Mosquitoes on the rebound here. Forced out towards the line and over. And I reckon the referee might call it to a halt, I reckon. So half-time, but we've seen only one side in terrific form tonight. They were brilliant in that first half, Australian development side.
Yeah, that's right, and I think the Mozzies have got to probably reanalyse their game. I know they haven't got a lot of time, but they've got to just sort of try and be competitive at the moment. It's all with the Australian development team.
14-0, 2 converted tries to the Australian development side. You're watching the hottest here in Darwin. This is the plate final. Second half about to get underway. The Mosquitoes under the pump. I reckon they were shell-shocked with the physicality of this Australian development side, the Mosquitoes.
Yeah, well, that's right. Like I said before, this development side would have trained extensively together, so they know each other's routine rather than the Mozzies who probably got together a couple of weeks ago. So you've got to overcome those obstacles as well.
So a great kick to start it off, and they still have the ball. The development side, they're going to work hard for there. They're all business tonight. Little kick by Connor Mitchell to himself. Out through Darwich. Wants to go over to that far side. Mosquitoes there in numbers this time, holding it up. Australian development side, hardly a mistake from them, running hard at the line every time they get possession, making it really difficult for the Mosquitoes. Haven't dropped the ball, I don't reckon, at all so far.
No, they've got to obviously score a try. I think just about score a try here. But you're right, their control of the football has been terrific, and that's the strength of their game. They're doing it really well. They're running onto it. They're not drifting too far across the field. There's not much you can say about the way they're playing at the moment. It's pretty good rugby.
It's tough rugby, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're playing terrifically well here. I remind you, this is the plate final. Australian development team up against their Northern Territory Mosquitoes. Conversion kick from a pretty tough area out there. The ground pretty wet. And that kick was an ordinary one.
The standard of kicking really hasn't got that much better.
So a number of changes being made here by the Mosquitoes. Players coming on and or coming off, and new players coming on. Well, they're going to be under pressure instantly again, aren't they, Mark? That kick.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. When you haven't got the ball, you've got to swamp or suffocate the opposition when they got the ball. And the development side are doing that very well.
So Mosquitoes with a little bit of a chance now. Want to see them get across halfway. That's the first challenge, I reckon. Oakley on his back goes down with the ball. Rolling away there was Matty Hood. Turnover straight to the Australian development side. They've got a glut of ball, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. The Mozzies, every time they get the ball, they go into contact. And I think just about every penalty has gone against them. So, it's frustrating. And they've just got to try and obviously get the ball back and try and build.
Toss it around a little bit, just like the opposition are doing to them today, and running hard at the line every time they get the chance. Keep the ball alive. They're on that far side of the ground. They're coming in with some good tackles there. Ben Parks. Still they have it. This is Darwich. Long pass out here. Gets it out towards Van der Walt. He's going to go over in the corner easy. And Stephen Van der Walt gets a try.
Yeah, that was great vision. Van der Walt was out wide. He was all by himself. I don't know who threw the pass, but he shows some great vision. You'll see the ball come across here. Cut out pass to an unmarked player. Easy 5 points.
Wow, it's one-way traffic. We didn't expect this. Expected a much closer game than this. Here's the kick. And just misses out to the right.
Yeah, I did actually. I thought that the Mozzie would be a little bit more competitive. I knew that would be difficult to beat a development national team. But they should hold their heads up high. They've had an excellent tournament over the last couple of days.
A couple of days of tough rugby for them. They'll learn from this. Plenty of it. Here they take it. This is Robbie Butcher trying to fire them as he did in the semi-final. He was just outstanding. Low pass back into the hands there of Hood, who we talked about a little earlier on. You can see the class of him out to Parks. Parks runs it up almost to halfway. They're 10 metres short of halfway. Good tackle, holds it up. Going in and picking up, that's Lieber. Scored a try earlier on in the first half. Back out to this man running hard. This is Timitakula, and he's just easily strides in for a try. Didn't start with the opening starting seven, but came in the second half, didn't he?
Yeah, Timitakula, he's a big player, obviously, and it's an asset to have somebody of his speed and size on the wing. But it's the same old scenario. We watched the Mozzies, do whatever they could. The Australians just remained calm. They didn't freak out. They waited until the ball came their way, 3 or 4 passes later, another 5-pointer.
Yeah. So they get rewarded for the good work they're doing. There's a lesson to learn from this. Be good for the Mosquitoes to have a look at this game a few times. You could learn so much from it.
Yeah, that's right. So it's the way you control the ball. So we're talking about now at the breakdown. The Australians have either recovered the ball or been awarded the penalty because they know how to work at the breakdown.
I reckon it's close to the perfect game for the Australian development team tonight. But here's a run by men up to halfway, so they're over in opposition area at the moment. Long pass comes out. Well done by Hood. Now they've got some space to work into. Right out on that far side. Running and running hard. The tackle holds him up, goes to ground, gets up a second time. Lets the ball go. Mosquitoes looking a little more promising here. They'd love to score a try in this, the plate final. Hottest sevens in the world. Being played here in Darwin, Rugby Park. Seen some great sevens rugby all day. Ball just a couple of metres out. The little tap and go. And then the release, and they've lost it. Development side has it. And now watch for them. Watch this. Draw the player. Oh, great tackle. Lost the ball in the tackle. That is a yellow wall that's almost impossible to get through, Mark Ella.
Yeah, they're defending magnificently.
They're the complete team. Their run and carry, their attack is great. Their defence is equally as good. And the Mosquitoes are finding it very difficult. 31-0 inside the last few seconds of this match. The plate final is going to go to the Australian development team. Brilliant performance from them tonight.
Yeah, they've been so dominant in every phase of the game. Very comprehensive victory.
So the kick out over the touchline. So these players have an opportunity, don't they, the Australian development side, to make that Australian side, so that we're good tonight.
Yeah, well, that's right. The Australian Sevens team have had reasonable success on the international circuit. We haven't won as many times as we wanted.
Here's a go. Can they get the try? That's eluded them all night. It looks promising. Almost got under the tackle. Just within a couple of metres of the line now. It's a ball in the hands here of Needham. Out wide. And even further. And even further. Chance here. The step's important. The step is great. Over in the corner. And the joyous Territory crowd that here love it.
Yeah,
Took a long time, Mark Ella.
No, they deserved it. I mean, it's a pretty tough ask to play against a development or almost a representative team. Yeah, they kept at the game right throughout. Again, good stepping, and they deserved their 5-pointers.
I reckon that's Clancy Needham there. It's gone over for the try, but the final hoot has gone. Victory to the Australian development team here, 31-5.
Yeah, the Mozzies will learn a lot from this game, and they were beaten obviously by a better side, but they shouldn't be ashamed of what they've done over the weekend. They've really been supported by the NT supporters, and they'll be better next year.
Great game, was a good game. Terrific win to the Australian development team. They were terrific tonight. They showed just how good they are, and they showed the gap between that level of rugby and the level of rugby that we see here in Darwin. But great effort to the Darwin Mosquitoes as well. They got their final try in the last minute. 31-5, the final score here in the plate final.
finish on that too. So, great effort, guys. Big proud of the efforts. And look what built from here. All those performances. I think I'm really proud of it, and you should be proud of your efforts as well.
Timmy spoke up to Adelaide about building up to the next level. I think you guys have all done that individually and as a team in this tournament. You played at a level of sevens that was far and away above that we did in Adelaide. So, well done.
And that's it, boys. Like, that's the next level. That's IB international. Like.
Winning over the Landrover NT Mosquitoes. Effectively, the Marrara is at the fifth position. And ladies and gentlemen, pleased to say that this is the furthest the Mosquitoes have ever finished, finishing sixth this year. So well done to the Mosquitoes. Put your hand together, please, for the NT Mosquitoes. Proud is sponsored by Landrover.
And I have delighted to have Colin Milton from Landrover with us to present above trophy to the Australian rugby team. Come forward, please.
Congratulations. Thanks, mate. How about this? Check this. What is this? Excellent. Come in. Well done, guys. Cracking side. Yeah, it was really good. Well done.
I just wanted to quickly thank the City of Darwin as well as NT Rugby. It's been an outstanding tournament. The quality of rugby has been particularly high. I know our guys have been saying it the whole time, and the support's been great. So thanks, guys.
Looks like these guys can establish themselves as regulars on the HSBC World Series circuit.